everybody, it is Paige. Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, and here is the video. Finally, the video that I haven't stopped talking about on going on vacation, but refuse to tell you guys where exactly I'll be going unless you are following me on Instagram. I am finally going to Barcelona, Spain, and I'm so excited. So my mother and I are going to stay for 5 days. 4 days for very well spent. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day in Spain, and then Friday we'll be leaving. We have to be there at the airport around 10 o'clock because our plane leaves around 12:30, something like that. So 4 full days in Spain. I'm so excited, and I'll bring you guys along those days when we get there. But tonight my mother and I are going to go to Brussels tonight, because that's the airport that we are leaving from is in Brussels. But because we're leaving to Spain tomorrow, which is the Monday, if we leave and to go on the road to go directly to their airport right away, it's too risky because it's a Monday. Everybody's gonna go back to work. We might hit traffic, and the time that we are going to leave, our plane leaves, we just had a higher risk of hitting traffic. So we just thought it was a smart idea to go to Brussels tonight and stay at the hotel for the night, and then leave the car at the hotel. And by the time we come back for Spain Friday, we take the bus to go back to the hotel to grab the car, so therefore we can come back home. So that is the plan, and I'm just so excited to go. I'm so happy. I do not know what to expect, to be honest, in Spain, because I've never been there or anything, and I have been seeing a lot of videos from the Spanish where they're not very happy with the tourists and everything. And of course I saw that as soon as after I bought the ticket, but you know what? It is what it is. But I know the Spanish people are not very happy with the tourists because they keep buying property and rent it out to other people, and then their rent are going, everything is starting to get expenses on the locals and everything. So they're not very happy. But a lot of people are saying it's not really you should be attacking the tourists. It's not really their fault. They're coming to places to your country where it's very touristic and stuff like that. So I don't know what to expect. I'm just very happy that I'm on vacation and able to go visit Spain, because I was always very fascinated by the Spanish culture. So I am very excited. So this is a very long intro. So I'm going to go, and probably the next time I see you guys, it's either me heading to Spain or in Spain, or I'm at the hotel or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I see you guys in a bit. We're going to start boarding soon. We're going to start boarding at 9:45 around there. It is currently 9:42. So the next time I'm going to see you guys, I'll be at Barcelona. Okay guys, we made it to the place where we're staying. We're staying in a boat for a few nights that we are here. So this is what the room looks like. You walk in. We are going to share a bed, 2 little windows, our dressing, and here is the bathroom that we are going to be using for the nights that we're going to be here. So the boat that we are staying in is called the Southern Cross. And the one thing that's going to be annoying is these stairs. They are a bit steep, so it is really, really warm. So we might feel it, the alcohol. We end up drinking the alcohol, so this is going to be feeling it. And since I lost a good amount of weight, I always feel the alcohol. Okay guys, so the plan is we are going to walk around. We did find a church, so we're going to try to go find that, have a Sagrada, and just drink around and just walk around the city for a bit. And then tomorrow we are going to see another church that we made reservations for. Okay, so now we are at a little coffee place to have to drink some Segradia. We're at the El Cafe Den Victor. This is what it's called, and we're gonna get one of each. So one 1/4 liter of Sagrada Família, which is €7 for the 1 glass of assuming, and the Sagrada de Cava, which is €8.25. So we're going to order that and just have a drink. And we picked this one because there's people playing music. Hola! We're going to do one of each, the Sagrada de Viva and the Sagrada de Cava.
One glass, yes?
Yes, please. Okay, thank you. So we picked this place because there was music and everything. So, and we're near to one of the churches near here that we stopped by because we walked by and took some pictures and everything. So since we ordered that, we're going to enjoy our drinks. Okay, so we changed our restaurants. Now we're at the B1. We're near the beach, near the boat and everything. I just need to be in this a little bit of the shade because I did get some sunburn. But I ordered a pina colada. My mother ordered a margarita fraise, and we ordered also for a little appetizer thing to just have a snack. So we ordered tempura squid, and we also got a garlic prawn, which is a type of fish. So I'll show you those when it comes in. Okay, so we finally got our drinks and the little food, so I'm going to show you guys how it came out. So let me put that. So this is my pina colada. That is my mother's margarita fraise, and here's our food. So we got bread for the garlic prawn, and this is the fried squid that we got. So we're going to just sit here and enjoy while I'm going to stay in the shade a bit because I don't know if you can see, guys, but I got some sunburn already, so I need to stay in the side, obviously. So I'm going to enjoy eating this food.
Cause we're young and we're beautiful. We're the talk of the neighborhood. With our starry eyes and our fading smile. I don't think you should wait a while. We're young and we're beautiful. And this time.
Okay guys, it is the next day. We are waiting for the breakfast. The breakfast doesn't start until 8 o'clock in the morning. It is currently 7:53. The plan is to go see the how do you say it? Sagrada Família, and then after that to go see the how do you say the Casa Batlló? One of the buildings that's an artifact, and then after that go see the Ark because it's really close to that, and then take the bus again to go see the magic fountain at the Montrose, and then to see the Olympic on the area. You can see my tan line right there. And then yeah, that's kind of the plan. We'll see if we're able to do all of that today. Okay guys, so we are at the Sagrada Família. We are extremely late because they told us to take the tour bus. It would have taken 40 minutes, but we ended up being on the tour bus for an hour and a half. So we were supposed to be here at 10:15. It is close to noon. So when we explained to them, it seemed like this was not the first time that they had this issue with the tourism. So we showed our tickets that we originally were supposed to be here at 10:15. We showed that to them, and they will allow us to come in, and we just had to go straight to the upstairs with the co-workers, and then afterwards we can come back downstairs and take pictures, and I can actually show you guys a little more details. But it is amazing. I totally agree that this is something that you guys need to buy the tickets to come inside. It's like a one lifetime thing to come see if you're gonna come see, because it's very, very detailed. And this church started in the 1800s. So it's just amazing to see in person how this started in the 1800s. It makes you question how they all started this back in the day when they did not have the materials like we do in today. We're finally up, and I'll took some videos as you can see, but the stairs are so narrow, and it's so unbelievably beautiful how it is. There's like foods outside as decorations of the church, and that is something that you don't see as a typical day in the church, and I love it. It's so beautiful and everything, and it's like so many, there's no words to explain how beautiful the church is. It is very, very, very narrow and steep when you're taking the stairs. So that, like you can see, I just almost fell. But this is something that you also need to think about if you do want to come and see the church. We finally made it downstairs, so now we're going to actually take time and consume the agriculture outside, like how it's designed. Finally made it, but the downstairs, oh my god, was going in spirals. It was like 450 steps or something. But look at the center of the church. So here is the center. It won't focus, but the colors of the windows. Okay, there you go. Now you guys can see it a bit better. The windows are colorful, and there's the walls. The stairs are like the circles. But look at the windows. It's so beautiful, guys. Over here, you come over in the middle, actually in the middle of the church, and you have a statue. I'm not quite sure what exactly it's supposed to be. And then you turn over the seats, and up there is where the priest takes and talks and does the session of the church. And if you guys are wondering, we took the left tower, so when we bought the tickets, so you can buy the tickets either for the white tower or the left tower. And we took the left tower because that was supposed to be the highest tower on the church. So I'm just going to get up closer where the priest takes the, when he was doing his sessions, like every Sunday and everything. So let me just get closer so you guys can see on how just beautiful it is. Up, I'm almost there. I just have to get out of the way of everybody. So this, here we go. So this is where the priest will be. His little where he can put his book. There's a piano, I'm assuming, in the back right there with the pipes. And you can see in front, let me zoom in. That will be Jesus on the cross when they nailed him against the cross. And that's how it looks. And just let's just take in how it's very detailed on everything it is. It's just, you guys just need to come inside because the video does not do anything in person. So we are finally outside, but just already look on the front of the side. We're going to go across the street to actually get a better view, but just have a quick look on how beautiful that outside where we are right now. So this is what it looks like, and you can see just how huge this church is, but it's so beautiful, and you just wonder how they even started and everything. It's just unbelievable. Okay, so we are across the street, so this is how the church and Tutor looks like. It's just, the video does not do its justice as in person. Okay, so we stopped by to get ice cream, so I got cookies and cream and mojito. I also got a vanilla ice mojito, but I am going to try more the cherry, so the traditional one, which is with warm chocolate. Which I just want to try how good it is because this is where it came from. So good. Really hot, but really good. So we took the bus to come to the Ark, and I see it, but not the full thing because of the trees. But we just took the bus from the church to come see the Ark, and we're almost there, so I'm so excited to go see it. It's going just to take some nice pictures and everything. Okay guys, it is the next day. We are going to the park here today. So we're going to take the tour bus. Normally it should be a lot closer compared to yesterday. We shouldn't have the same issue as we did yesterday, which I'll explain a little more on what happened when we went to the Sagrada Família, but we should not have an issue today. But yes, then I took this little thing from my mom to cover my arms, because I have nothing to cover my arms, and my arms are really burnt and they just hurt when I go in the sun. And then last night we went to the restaurant that we were served, because we saw a video to go there to have the traditional fish paella, and the restaurant was so good, the food was good, 10 out of 10, the service was great. We got like served the food, like the servers served our plates right in front of us. There was a guy who was playing the piano, and we actually sat where Pablo Piscasco sat, because this is what I had requested when I made the reservation, and the food was just amazing. So now I'm just going to try to catch up with my mom, because we have to get to the bus to go to the park before we have the same issue like yesterday. So we made it to the park and we had no issues. So this time we had no issues. So we were here on time, and they were able to allow us to come in together, because we had one ticket for 10 o'clock in the morning and a second ticket for 11, and it was like not even 10 o'clock, and they allowed us both to come in. But I guess at this park, it was originally not supposed to be a park. It was originally supposed to be kind of like a real estate garden place, but it got rejected, so that's how the parking. And definitely so far it seems very beautiful, but we just got here, so I'm going to go enjoy the park and bring you guys with me.
Last and
like my back ain't got no bones.
So it is 9:30 and they took the boat out from 5:30 to 7:30 for people to go on and sail over. And we came back around, it's 9:30 now because we had dinner. We're like, okay, let's just eat and everything. We came back and the boat's not here, as you guys can see. And it's not like it's like a half an hour late, it's exactly 2 hours. So we went to the front guard because there is a gate where they allow you to come in. Because obviously these type of boats make sense. And we asked the guy about it. He's like, oh no, this boat always talks a lot and they're always very late. So what we're going to do is we're going to complain and we're going to say that we've been here for 2 hours, even though it's not quote unquote true, but it is 2 hours late when they told us we'll be here 7:30, not here. So they do offer a little shuttle car thing to bring you to the airport, but you do have to pay 40 euros. So we're going to complain, saying, hey, we've been here waiting for at least 2 hours. We want a combination drive us to the airport but for free because we've been here waiting for 2 hours. And we do have proof where they sent us a message saying they will be here we'll be back here at 7:30 at night. So we'll see what happens. So we just have to wait. They might come back around 9:30 to 10 o'clock from the front guard that told us. Okay guys, I am finally home. I needed to do an outro, and I just kind of want to explain some of the bad things that happened at Barcelona. So therefore, you guys are prepared if you are also going to Barcelona. So first things first, to go into the Sagrada Família, the church. So we were told the best way to go to the church was to go on the hop on hop off bus. So we were near on the area of the red line, so it was to go to the church we had to be on the red line for the hop on and hop off bus. So it was the red line and the blue line, and they told us to go on the red line because we would get stopped in front of the church. But what they did not tell us was that we should have stayed on the blue line and just walked, because we were on the area on the second line of the bus, and the church was on the 23rd stop. So that took us an hour and a half to go to the church. So we were well over 2 hours late of a reservation. So for example, if you want to go on the bus and you're on the stop 20, I wouldn't think you would be that late. But if you were near the area of taking on the second stop or the third stop, I would not suggest going on the hop on hop off bus to get to the church, because that was why we were very, very late, because we were not told until later on that we were already on the bus and everything, that it was going to take an hour and a half to get there. So that's the bad part, and that was why we were late. I also want to explain where we were staying. So like I said in the beginning of the video, we were staying on a boat overnight, and of course the boat does take people out for 2 hours. We were there, the carpet was swept, which doesn't make sense and everything. Like there was a carpet on top of a carpet, and the red carpet that we had was all wept. I could not share, but because if I showed it on the camera, you won't show. But in person, you can see that it was not like quote unquote very clean. And the breakfast every single day was late. Besides the fact that the day that we were supposed to leave, it was actually on time because we complained. So the breakfast was never at 8 o'clock. They said the breakfast would be from 8 to 10 o'clock, but the breakfast will be fully out until like 8:30. So that's kind of like the very, very bad part, because if you had reservations, because the Spanish people are very strict on being on time, and especially what is going on at the moment, because there are a lot of protests going on in Spain, mainly in the southern part, especially at Barcelona, because of the tourists and everything. So that doesn't help at all when you want to eat breakfast because you paid for it, but everything's late, which is going to make you late going to your reservations. Now, on the last night, like I showed you guys on my last clip, where the boat was not there. They told us that the boat was going to be out from 5:30 to 7:30. We were there, so technically it was like 2 hours late. So we ended up calling, and the first call when we made a call, they hung up on us. And basically they just said, well, we told you, and we're like, well, no, we're from the spot that we're supposed to be at, and it's not, you guys are not here. So they hung up, and then they called us back. They're like, okay, well, we're at this place and everything. They said the location, so we had to walk all over the place, and the front guard that was there always said, oh yeah, they're full of talk, they're always late. But the front guard did not know that they changed place. So they were at the place of our restaurant where anybody can hop in and hop off on the boat. And the door, when we got there, the door was fully open so anybody can get in, which is good. That was a good thing that we locked our doors when we left because of the situation. But let's say we didn't, I think it was like very, very unprofessional. And when we got there, you literally had to jump over the boat, and you could, because the gate was no longer, the little gate didn't walk, it wasn't open, so you had to jump. And I feel like that's very unprofessional, because when I was there, I did see a lot of disabled people. So let's say if you were disabled that was staying on the boat, how are you supposed to get in the boat? Because let's say you're very disabled, you're unable to jump on and off of the boat. There was like a big space. If you miss the jump, you're gonna go through the boat and in the water. And then I have to turn it off. Then when we said something like this is very unprofessional, you guys did not tell us this is where we were going to stay. And then our person messaged us saying, oh well, yeah, well normally it's at this place where we always stay, but we decided on the last minute to stay. And when we complained that they should have told us because no one informed us and everything, and they told us that we should have called, which is, I feel like it's very unprofessional if you go and decide in the last minute. Why should we call to make sure, oh yeah, you guys stay? They should have told us ahead of time. So we filed a complaint, and they told us that because we had so many complaints, that we could just leave a review on the booking, which is where we booked our stay. And we said we will, and the only response was, okay. So I think the staff, like the workers, were very, very unprofessional. And of course, because we filed a complaint to them saying that breakfast is never on time. The day that we're supposed to leave, we did not have time to sit down and eat breakfast. The breakfast was on time. So that, I feel like that was very, very unprofessional of them. So that's basically all the things I can think of the negatives. Oh yeah, another part. If you have fair skin like me, I think it's not the best idea to go in June, July, or August. I end up having a really bad sunburn behind my legs, where I have to really keep an eye out so I don't get blisters. So basically what happened was, on the last day we were just relaxing, and before the boat went out, we went up just to lay down. I was in my bikini, but I ended up laying down in the shade, and I ended up falling asleep. And the shade moved because of the sun, how the sun was rotating. So my legs were in the sun. So I don't know how long my legs were in the sun, but because I do have very fair skin, and my legs are never exposed to the sun, so I get sun really, really quickly and everything. But my legs are really, really bad, to the point where by the end of the day I start having chills. So I think I did get some some type of sun poisoning from it, because I was just getting arthritis, so I had to take medication to cut it so I don't feel worse. But for example, I don't know if already you can see like that, just over my thighs, you can see how bad, and you can see a little bit of the tan line, how bad the sun is. So if you have fair skin, like an Irish skin like me, and you're not used to being in the sun, quote unquote, like me, do not go during the summertime. I would suggest to go during, I don't know, the spring or the fall, or maybe even during the winter where it's not as bad, like, or anything, because the sun, I knew that like it was going to be warm when I, like, and everything. I checked the weather and it said that it was going to be around 30 degrees, so I knew it was going to be warm, but I just did not realize that the sun was going to be very, very, very aggressive as it was. Now that I know, during the summer it's very, very aggressive. And if I do go back to Barcelona, it will not be during the summer, because just how aggressive the sun is. I do have fair skin. I did not tan enough and everything. My legs are never exposed. You can see a little bit. My chest was never exposed, and my chest was really red, but nothing compared to my legs, like I just showed you guys. So I would, if you do have fair skin like me, it gets sunburned very easily, do not go during the summer and everything. And that's basically it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, because it really helps out my channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because I do upload every week, every Wednesday. And don't forget to follow all of my social media down below. And I see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.